If your fire alarm control panel is beeping locally like this, there should be an acknowledge panel silence button. You want to hit that button. That button will stop the annunciation locally at the panel. That's just giving you a trouble condition to let you know that there's a problem with the fire alarm. So if you hit this directional keypad, it's telling me that I have my basement smoke detector is in trouble. If I hit this button here, which is my enter button, it's going to give me what the serial number is and what the type of fault is. This says it's a communication fault. Usually a communication fault means either the detector is physically missing or sometimes the contacts here is not making good contacts on the base. So a lot of times you could use a number 2 pencil eraser to scrape that off to try to get it shiny, nice and clean, and then do the same thing to the terminals on top of the base. If that don't work, then you just might as well just change the whole thing out. When you put the detector back and the system is now able to communicate with that detector that had a communication fault, the trouble should clear all alone by itself. So I'm going to put this back into the base. And for these type detectors, you will line up this mark here to the mark on the base, and you should be able to snap it straight in. This active point will go down to 1 because now the smoke detector has been installed back into the base. So now that we have 1 active point, that means our smoke detector is now clear. So now if you ever come into your building and your fire alarm panel is beeping, don't go pressing buttons. Look for acknowledge panel silence, because if the full alarm is not blaring throughout the whole entire building, that means just the local fire alarm control panel is beeping itself. So find panel silence, acknowledge, it'll say something like that. You find that button, press the button, and if you have more than one trouble, you will have to acknowledge each one in order for you to get that solid LED. If the LED is not solid, that means you still have more troubles you have to acknowledge. Each and every trouble by code needs to be acknowledged in order for you to get a solid LED and for the fire alarm control panel to stop beeping. I will leave a PDF link in the description box for you to download. You could also find this fire alarm control panel on our website at www.securedsecurities.com. And while you're there, click that login button so you could join the secure community, post your questions, and I'll answer them. Peace.